In this video, I'm going to be discussing the gun debate. See, everything from America going into Iraq for weapons of mass destruction to America fighting with Iraq over nuclear disarmament, over, after World War II, we told Germany to disarm and to pay certain reparations. So, also I'd like to bring up that some of the highest crime rates are places that have gun bans. Like, look at San Francisco. Did the crime rate drop because they have a ban of firearms in the city? In Washington, D.C., did the crime rate drop? Or are the crime rates still out, rocketing? So, what I'm really concerned with is any pretext to disarm people. You'll constantly see the people who are the elite and the bootlickers. That is what they're pushing for. Whether it is Democrats who have sold out to the gun-grabbing agenda of the elite and the abortion agenda, or it is cops who want to make their job easier. You see, a cop doesn't give a shit about your rights. He gives a shit about making his job easier. When a cop makes a repeat arrest, is he talking about what's right and wrong, or is he bitching about having to go back out there? When a cop is beating up a suspect, is it because he felt afraid because what the suspect did? Whether it's a high-speed chase in the Rodney King incident, or whether it's pulling the gun on the officer, or them finding a firearm, or them being responsible for a shooting. So, in this video, I will discuss gun grabbing, I will discuss gun control, and I will discuss Waco and William Cooper. And I'll discuss the idea of relying on the police to protect you. Okay, I start off by talking about, in Oakland, a female was robbed at knife point and sexually assaulted. It was either today or yesterday, because I saw it today in the news. And that is not uncommon. And it makes me wonder, if everybody there was armed, would somebody even try that in the first place? If that lady had a firearm on her, would somebody even try that in the first place? It's the fact that criminals know that you don't have guns is why they're so bold. 9 out of 10 criminals have a small penis, have small balls, and are cowards. And they run in packs and pick on old ladies. So, what is deterring them from doing something to you? Is they believe that you might have one of those firearms in this picture I'm showing you. Let's look at states where they allow people to carry firearms, like Texas. Gun control does not lead to a reduction in violent crimes. All it leads to is a police state and constitutional rights being taken away. Jesus told his disciples to buy a sword because it is a dangerous world. So when even Jesus told his disciples to buy a sword, when even Jesus said that he came to bring a sword, what kind of bootlicker would disarm you? When the order was given by King Herod to kill all the firstborn on the chance that they might kill Jesus, how many children's lives would have been spared if the village was well armed. When the people felt it necessary to overthrow a dictator, what was the missing element? What allowed the people to overthrow Gaddafi? Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but when the people have decided something and the person in charge doesn't step down, what allows them to make a positive change? The one thing that keeps the New World Order from having a complete police state where they do whatever they want to you. We live in a society where people go along to get along. And they watch all kinds of horrible things take place. And they turn a blind eye. We are incrementally going to a society which is 10 times worse than that, which evil does things openly. You know, what's next? Are they going to sacrifice babies on TV? You know, are they going to sacrifice babies on TV in the White House? You know, what is this coming to? Where are we headed? I think there should be a balance of power. I think we should have militias like the Constitution says. I agree with some Republicans and some people that lean Republican like Alex Jones. That having guns is an American right, is an American tradition. And that even criminals should be allowed gun rights. Because who are we to judge whether or not they have repented? If we have released them back on the streets, we've already allowed them the opportunity to harm people. Was it a gun that allowed the sexual assault to take place in Oakland, or was it a knife? And what would have prevented it but a gun? The fact that juveniles cannot buy firearms, has that stopped them from shooting each other to shit every day in San Francisco, Oakland, Richmond, New York, Detroit, Atlanta? Come on, people. Don't be stupid. Don't be naive. Evil will take over unchecked if you listen to the feeble who want you to disarm. I'm not saying that everybody should join the National Rifles Association, the NRA, because I've heard that they have sold out to the gun-grabbing elite in many instances as well. But what I am saying is that every man over 18 has the right to bear arms, and it is his responsibility to buy arms, to defend his family. Because if somebody breaks into your house and you could have stopped them with a gun, then shame on you.